And it starts with you, and it starts with you going within, and it starts you accessing your truth and beginning to get the answers from your body to connect with your spirit. Okay, I'm excited. So freaking excited. So hello, whoever's jumping on. Let me get my comments up. When you jump on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. No, we're not going to do that. Okay, so yeah, say hello. Shall we get the comments up? I'm not sure. No, okay. All right, so connecting with your truth. So we are right now in the beginning stages of the ascension of humanity. There have been so many things happening behind the scenes. Okay. Hey, Tony. Hey. There's so many things been happening behind the scenes. For the last 4 years, I have been healing and seeing behind the veil, right? But I only get to view behind the veil enough. I only get enough, right? This whole journey, it's like I've been like, okay, such profound, amazing knowledge, information. I've been healing all this really crazy stuff. Wow. Am I done yet? I've been saying that for 4 years. Every month for 4 years, I've been saying, am I there yet? Right? But no, because this is the ascension. And this is, and what the ascension is you learning who you really are. Okay? Like learning and accessing, embodying your truth. Okay? And it's funny because my mum laughs at me, because especially the last probably year, the information that comes through, and it's like, wow, there can't be anything else more. But it's like there's just, and every month it gets bigger, 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 and it's just like, oh, wow. And the other night, I had a profound, so I'm going to bring this up. So in my dream, I was talking to my dad, right? And I was saying, do you know what Spirit's saying? Spirit is saying, when you die, you can be reincarnated in the past. And he's like, don't talk about that. No one wants to hear about that. And I'm like, well, that's what Spirit said. And I woke up and it was just in my head, right? It was just in my head and I couldn't get it out. And I did a quick little TikTok because I was just like, I've had so many lessons from the All One, from Christ, for, the fact that there is no such thing as linear time. Everything's all happening at once. But then I still had that. Well, I just never thought about it, basically. I had never thought about reincarnation and people being reincarnation, like coming back in the past. I had only ever thought of in the programming of linear time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to know, please share what you guys think about that. And share if you, it's just something so simple. It's just a simple tweak that Spirit had me look at it from a whole different angle, right? And this is all they're saying, is it's all about creational mechanics and how this all works, like creation works. And the creation of the simulation, how it works, right? And time is not linear. And they're saying it's not fixed, right? They're saying that. So basically, so I had to look at it from a whole other way. So this is, right, so when I'm just like I was like, well, I'd never thought about it, but it took me some learning, some downloads, some like, I had to unpack the lessons basically, right? And it was like, so it's like we're in this now moment, we pass, and then we're reincarnated because we are in this old world realm of separation. The reincarnation trap is still very much happening, where souls are just recycled and just becoming more and more dense, because every time they come back around, they're collecting more low frequency, right? So that's what's, you know, that old world hell, right? But there are a few of us who are in the new earth now who have the instruction sets, the 12-strand DNA activation, the template of creation, whatnot. So they won't be coming back into that reincarnation trap. Anyway, we have the new world, the old world, right? We have future, past, the now. Future, past, the now. Sorry. One of the reasons why I have to get on and do these lives is I don't really know what I'm going to be talking about. I get told how to tune into your truth. Spirit's like, yeah, Nadine, get on there, do a video how to tune into your truth. Okay. And then all of a sudden it just gets real deep. Like, and messages just start coming. And if you find my videos and there's certain things you don't resonate, keep watching, because there will be something in here, like valuable ascension keys for you, for your growth, for your expansion, right? Here, these are from wisdom, right? The divine feminine, right? She, like, it's just all about reclaiming the flow in which we are, the wave in which we are, and becoming more fluid and free. That's what the message is right there. So how to tune into your truth, I will get to that, so please keep watching. I have some really important information in relation to that, but first, for some reason, these lessons have to come up, right? And the way, and my mission here is to share my experience, the insights that I've had from spirit on this ascension path, to help you guys, allow you guys to make own connections for yourself, wherever you may be, because in this realm of separation, right, there's so many beings who have chosen to come here, but they don't have the tools yet to get where they have to get, to be where they have to be, right? And right now they're saying the word be in the now is very important. So being here with me in the now is the best thing that you can do for yourself, showing up for yourself, right? Because I am a pure vessel for Christ, source, creation, for expansion, to help you, to guide you home, okay, to source, okay? So I've done this and I've struggled, I've suffered, I've built the program and to plug people into. So all I have to do is give them a quick, like some really simple instructions, and teach them very simply how to operate the new way, plugged into the frequency, so they can begin, their cosmic lessons. Okay. It's divine. It's so hard to say in the present now. I know it is, because of the realm of separation and all the programs running against us, right? You know, like there's so many different things. And in a couple of months, I plan to really have a membership where we explore all the source code and all the things that go into this matrix, the realm, the dark matrix. Let's call it the dark matrix, because the matrix is very necessary, right? But the darkness have used this and created an inorganic structure, and this inorganic structure has been created in order to siphon light, to keep that structure in power, like to keep it strengthened, sort of thing, like to keep it. I'm just seeing this scaffolding, right? This like man-made built physical things, right? And then I'm just shown, like, on the other side of things, this organic matrix, right? That is creation. Like, okay, so that, hang on, I've hit a block. I can see it. It's there. They're showing me nature, elements, right? And so and one of the things that I want when beings are watching me is you can ask questions, okay? You can comment things because we are all one and we all learn from one another, okay? So I've learned so many things. Hey, Tanya. I've learned so many things from people and just from comments and, you know, from other people, because you're me, right? And we are all, spirit is working through all, okay, to teach us so we can grow, expand, and ascend, okay? So right now there's a massive, and we'll get back to the matrix structure. Oh, she knows. No, we're going to talk about it now. Okay. So we have the inorganic matrix structure. They show me a metallic, very dark. It's just like scaffolding and buildings and just like cranes and really clunky stuff, right? And then they're showing me the organic matrix, and they're just showing me nature, right? They're showing me elements. They're showing me you. They're showing me us. They're showing me humanity, animals, nature, right? And they're showing me that the web, right? This, not web, that's the wrong term. I don't know what to call it because it's something only new, but it's like this mesh that's within all of that life, right? Life, the force, the light. I don't know, because these are new lessons that are coming through for me. So there's a lot for me to unpack. So this is why I'm getting on here and I'm sharing this. So when I connect with you guys, right, and I share these wisdom codes, I share this information from source creation to help you, to allow you to open your mind. It helps the collective, right? So so by me sharing my truth and my journey of ascension to embody Christ and the absolute, it's like to help you see that it's possible. So you know that it's been done. And when it's a possibility in the field, like when one person does it, then it's just like, you know, everyone. But it takes one person pushing through. And this is with everything. This is evolution. Okay. This is what they're saying. This is evolution. It takes one person, right, to tap into their purpose, stand in their truth, do what they came here to do. They're doing it because they're just meant to do it. It's their destiny, and they just do it, right? Because they're doing it through spirit. They're doing it through that life force of creation, right? And when one person can do it, and they're saying the unified field, because we are all one, that's a possibility in that field. And because I've done it, you can do it. So they're saying that I must share my truth because for the last 4 years, I've been doing a shit ton work on everything, every angle. I've unpacked lessons from all different ways, all different angles, all different people, comments, everything. Like spirit has taught me through everything in my external reality and everything in my internal reality, using both those things, right? And because I've done it, you can too, right? But there's a way to it, right? And I'm the person to teach it because I've experienced it and I've embodied this frequency to be able to share this. I haven't read this in a book. I'm not reciting old programs. I'm not following any one way. This is the all one way. Like this is the all one, right? And it's very difficult to, because it's been a very difficult journey to realize the fact that like I'm talking to myself right now. It's crazy, right? But that's what we do on this ascension journey, and we have to integrate that information, and eventually we just know it, right? So so there's so much that I know because I've had to move through it. I've had to learn it, right? And there's still things that I'm learning, right? And the fact that, you know, divine, you're me, I'm you. The fact that Tanya You're me, I'm you. I'm just an aspect of you, teaching you to set you free. Right? So me doing this, standing in my truth, speaking my truth, fulfilling my destiny, doing, and they're saying like fulfilling my destiny, and they're bringing that word spirit, like working, allowing spirit to work through me to evolve, like to assist and it's like to assist. Hang on, let me have some water. To assist in the evolution of like humanity, like, but I'm just an aspect of you. So, but anyway, so this is all about truth. Not listening to the ramblings of Nadine, right? No, just picking what you resonate with, right? From what I share, because not everything is intended for you. Some of the things are intended for you. It's confusing. It's like some of the things I'm speaking for, the truth I'm sharing will go on like a light bulb in your head, and some other thing will go on like a light bulb in someone else's head. Like this is about lighting up, right, and making those connections, and those insights, you know. Oh, I like that, Divine. That's a really good one. Why does it feel, hang on, can I show that one? Oh, good, I can just share that, right? I like this one. This is really, really good, right? And I love your profile picture. It reminds me of the Nirvana t-shirt. I see I've got a different Nirvana t-shirt on right now, but anyway. So why does it feel like there are opposing forces trying to constantly throw me off? Am I bad or something? Fuck no, you're not. One might call me paranoid. Oh my God. I feel ya. I feel you. And that's what the Ascension is, right? Right now, without the Ascension tools, right, without access to the frequency, this is always going to happen, because this is polarity, right? And because we are in this realm where it's this yin and the yang, these opposing forces, light and dark, right? And everything in your external reality, these forces are trying to awaken you and show you where your energetic blockages are and where you need healing, right? So, and eventually when I do create that portal where we do learn about what all the forces, the dark forces, all the different energies, frequencies, whatever the hell you want to call it, you know, that will give you more understanding. Like, but there's an infinite amount of these. So there's an infinite amount of crap that we need to navigate through. Okay, so they're saying the answer is polarity, right? These opposing forces, you know, and thinking about like a magnet, they're sort of giving me that feel, you know, like there's like the magnet that can attract, but then if you turn the magnet over, it repels, right? And that's part of what we're going to get into in relation into this video. Okay, so everything happens for a reason. You know, everything is freaking divine. It doesn't matter if it feels like we're in the depths of hell. We are still divine, right? We still have that spark within us, right? But now is the time that we need, and I need to find those beings who are ready to begin this journey of transformation, to transcend this reality of this reality of duality, and unify. These opposing forces are very important. These feelings that we get, you know, like that we think we're paranoid, it's because we read between the lines. It's because we have that inner knowing, right? But it's bombarded with all these distortions and like these, I'm seeing like mirrors, like reflection, like it's the mind matrix. Okay, So what we need to do is, number one, get you out of the inorganic matrix, and get you out of separation, out of this. I'm saying the word duality, and they're bringing up the word dual, like, and I am seeing that yin and yang again, like that polarity. And then I'm seeing like a black stick and a white stick, like, and then I'm seeing a stick in the middle that's bright and like the sun. Oh my God. Okay, thank you. See, and this is the thing, like, comment, question, say things, right? Because that inspires new lessons to be opened, right? And this is it. Like, I'm told now that I'm in an energetic, at a point where, you know, the other day I started working and being filled with this Holy Spirit. Like, I'm like, Holy Spirit, whatever, like, but it was like spirit, right? And seeing through the lens of spirit and how spirit works, right? So right now what I've seen is the three, right? Consciousness. And this three is I'm seeing formation and consciousness. I'm seeing like consciousness form. I don't know what I'm saying, but basically, maybe that lesson's for me, maybe it's not for this live. So what I'm saying, okay, so what I'm seeing is dark, light, and the now, okay? What I'm seeing is the infinity. So we have this. So this, all right, so this is what we tune into when we heal the new way, okay? This is about balancing, getting control, using the light and the dark as teachers to balance, right? To be in the now, to be present. To be in the now, to be present, we use the input from the light and dark. This is all about spirit and science merging, okay? They're like, they're saying about collapsing timelines. So just when I think I'm on the right track, then they open something else. Now, let me just hide that. Thank you for sharing, Divine. I'm really grateful for you sharing your truth, because this is how we unlock. This is how we, because there's, all right, so there's people, there's chosen ones, and I don't like using that word, but what Source says is people chose to come here, not people, right? We chose to. It's very hard, like, at each level now, because, like, I'm having lessons from the all one to say, yeah, I'm you, you're me, right? But then I have to teach from a lower interdimensional level, like a lower dimension from where I'm at, and it's very disorientating, actually. So what's the question again? Sorry. But part of my mission here is to get, and this is what I'm saying to Spirit, why do you do this to me, right? I'm in these lessons, like I'm in this period where I've leveled up, okay, and then I'm getting all these new lessons. So, but everything that I do is right. Everything that you do is right. There is no right and wrong, because everything that we do is divine, right? And this is how we learn. This is how we grow. This is how we expand, right? So I say to Spirit, like, why are you getting me on here and telling people to ask questions? And then I'm still in these two different well, it's still the frequency I know. And then there's all this new stuff. And Spirit says to learn, to grow, to expand. That's why this is why you were told to do this live. This is why you were told to make people ask questions, because you need to learn. You need to use all those other avenues to understand this new information, right? So we are all one. But you, like, yeah, Nadine, you're like, okay. So we're continuously shifting, and we're having to integrate and absorb all this new information so we know it, right? And right now, like, you're sort of seeing me do that same thing. Like, I've just shifted, and right now I've been thrown into this situation, and this is all. Hang on one second. What's up? I'm just live. Yeah. You got your phone? Okay, good. Just message me the details of where you're going and what you're doing and stuff like that when you get a chance, or where you are. So number one thing we need to do is healing, right? These forces, these light and dark forces, are operating for our growth, for our evolution. But these forces are pulling and pushing and triggering us. They're making us suffer, because they're saying, hey, I need to be released. Release me, right? And right now in the realm of separation, there's so many energetic blockages that they stay in your field. They stay within, right? And they just in these cycles where they just keep coming back. So Spirit is really testing me. But I need to show you guys how important it is to speak your truth, to stand in your truth, and to do what you're guided to do no matter what, right? Pushing through the fear, okay? Because fear limits, it controls, okay? And, you know, Spirit could have said, get on here and do this and do that. Like the fact I've never ever been guided to ask people to ask questions ever in these live streams. But Spirit told me to say that, so I said it, okay? I didn't say, I'm not saying that, Spirit, because I'm not going to open myself up to that. No, I just did it because Spirit told me to do it, right? And so you're seeing here the process that I use, right, to be able to access this information. And it's not perfection, because I've been put on here for that's it. Yeah, I've been put on here for a reason. I've been put on here to be put on the spot. Thanks, Spirit. But this is happening for me for my own learning, right? But everything, right? So all these, the reason that I'm getting on here and sharing is because there's a portal for you to heal all this stuff, for you to learn how to heal the new way, right? For you to access the frequency that I use to be able to heal, right? To be able to use these forces, right? To be able to get that alignment, to be able to ascend, right? That's what this is about. So we have these poles. That's what Source is saying. And we have these poles, polarity. We have these poles, like I'm seeing poles, like I'm seeing a white stick and a black stick, right? And then I'm seeing a sunbeam, like a golden pole in the middle of those. So this is about, bang, getting in the now moment, bang, getting fixed into unity, right? Using, and then knowing how to use those things either side of us to be able to travel and raise our frequency, like ascend, right? So this is healing for ascension. So you can right now go and connect to my portal and join my membership, access that frequency, and begin healing the new way, right? There is going to be some very interesting changes in the next couple of months in relation to the memberships and what you get, because I do want to offer a free course. There's already a free course. I'm going to give people access to that right now, but I do want to improve it, because there are so many things that I want to teach you guys, right? Because on this journey as of embodiment of the divine, things get simpler and clearer, right? So the online course that I did at the end of last year, there is so much more stuff I want to add. So in the next couple of months, I'm getting really excited to be able to do that and bring that to you guys, bring that to the people that access, that invest in themselves, that show up for themselves, that plug into this frequency, and teach them the most powerful ways. So every month I'm learning more powerful ways in which to serve, more powerful ways in which to bring on this ascension. Anyway, so let me go back to the questions. They're saying go back to the questions. So let's just, let me see that. Yeah, so all these things, divine, you'll learn and it's very simple. It's so freaking simple. So how do you know what is a real feeling or a delusion? Yeah, so I've been put down so many times that I have a hard time. Everything in the external world, right? Everything is a trap. That's just the way it is. Everything siphons your light, right? We navigate, right? We heal the new way. We get into unity by tapping into the frequency and using our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts. Okay? So we use that feeling to free ourselves from the delusion. That's perfect. That's what we do, right? We use that feeling. Any feeling that you get is the feeling that you're meant to have. Any emotion that's coming up is that emotion that it's meant to come up. Any thought, all these things are they're from spirit, right? Thoughts, feelings, emotions are coming through from spirit in order to free you from the delusion, to allow you to release to release the distortion and the deception, to tune into deeper truth. Okay, so our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions are so fucking powerful, right? So powerful. Look at all this amazing stuff you're inspiring, divine. Thank you so much. Yep, off. I freaking hear. In 2006, when I had my activation, my awakening, JC came to me, and I was plugged in. I was literally plugged into creation. I was the divine, and it was like I stepped into my future self. Okay, that part of me that I haven't even accessed right now. Right, I stepped in, and I just was knowing. I was all knowing, and I knew things that were going to happen, down to the month and the date of my grandmother's death, right? I knew that I was going to have a baby boy. I had him within the year that I was told that. I was told I was going to have a daughter. I was told all these things, right? I was just one with spirit, right? And everyone thought I was fucking crazy, and they threw me up into the mental health ward, locked me up. Oh yeah, Nadine. I'm like, Jesus is here. Like he's here. He was there teaching me a lesson. And the way that I saw him was with my mind's eye. This holographic type, a luminous. He was there in his little stereotypical Jesus get up. You know what I mean? And he was teaching me. He was telling me. He was like literally teaching me and telling me these things. Like he was separate from me, but it was all coming from me. It was me. like, anyway. So, and everyone thought I was crazy. I was locked up and I was put on heavy duty freaking medications, and it blocked everything. And I resented, that was in 2006. And I had a lot of resentment because of that, because I was thrown away. Everyone rolled their eyes at me. Whatever, Nadine. Oh God, she's starting again. Yep. Yep. You know, just because I was tuned into this frequency. I was in this frequency where I was one with spirit. And the things I was seeing was magical. It was like this holographic type reality that I was in. I was seeing the connectedness and the oneness. I was seeing the divine, like I was seeing through the eyes of the divine. Like I remember even going to McDonald's and everything was like sparkly, like it had this white sort of, and like, and I was attracting the goodness, like I was feeling so much like connected with, like, even the cashier, you know, and just I was attracting these really positive outcomes. Like, it was amazing. So when I got locked away and drugged up and everything was blocked up, and I was like, oh, back in this reality, back in this harsh reality. But in saying that, when we have these experiences, these awakenings, these activations, it can be very difficult, very daunting. So there's a lot of people that can, you know, what I was told that I had bipolar and psychosis, right? You know, so there's a lot of people who will tap into these higher realms, but they haven't done the integration process. So it's just crazy to other people, and it can feel very ungrounding and scary, because like you're getting all these profound insights, but the work hasn't been done to be able to have that. I'm just saying like standing strong in that, embodying that, because it's still somewhat. Okay, so now we're talking about awakenings. So if you're watching this, if you're watching the replay, have you had an awakening? Have you had an activation? Have you had some sort of moment in your time, in your life, where you have stepped into, where you have accessed information from a much higher frequency, and it has been kind of a lot? Like there's many beings, like chosen ones out there, who've had these awakenings, these activations, these very dark, difficult times, very light, amazing, fucking miraculous times, right? But they've been very dark because no one gets you, no one understands you. You're alone. Like when this happened to me, I didn't have access to the internet. I didn't even use the internet. Like this was in 2006, right? Didn't have a computer, right? So I couldn't, I didn't have the support of social media and those people that I've connected to, you know. Like now, like right now in this time and space, it's a really cool place because there's this connectedness, right, that we have with the internet. So we can find people who are on the same wavelength as us and connect to them through these Facebook groups and stuff like that, through these YouTube channels, and find, you know, those beings that we resonate with. So when I had my awakening, my activation was 2006. I didn't have I had no one to relate to me. I had no one who said, oh, Nadine, you're just having an awakening. I had no one say that to me. Like I didn't know that. And it does feel very, like we do feel really alone. But these things are happening from spirit. And especially if you've had one of these, you know, connect with my socials, because this is all about connection and arming ourselves with the truth. So I share the truth in many different forms through my story and through a stream of information that comes through from the all one, from Christ, source, creation, the all one, from you. So I share the truth from you, right? This is just, it's funny. It's like, I'm just you. I'm just an aspect of you, part of you, trying to awaken and share truth with you. So they're bringing up this, whole, okay, I'm like, how are you, why are you bringing that up? That's like so random. And it's on track with our lessons here. Good morning, Rachel. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. So okay, so when I don't even know what year it was, but anyway, at some stage when I did my Reiki level 1, I started healing, right? Using that level 1 Reiki healing, activating my hands, and then a lady from the kids' school introduced herself. She saw that I was into Reiki, and she said, "You might like these doTERRA essential oils," right? And at that time, I knew about the sway test. I'd used the sway test, and anyway, so I started using these essential oils. At the time, I was on so many pain meds, gut meds, allergy meds. I was on meds for everything because my body was absolutely screwed, right? And so I started to, and at the same time, I discovered healing through naturally, right? With John Tolman, right? Using juice fasting and stuff like that. So it was like I would turn this massive corner where I knew I had to get off the medications. Like for so long I'd been putting up with it, but it wasn't until I sort of started using Reiki and healing with Reiki, I started sort of like wanting to make positive change and heal naturally, because I was in this downward spiral and I was having to take more meds, more medications, right? Because it was the medications that were causing that downward spiral, right? And keeping me further and further and further from my truth, right? So, so I started, I'm like, I'm going to heal. I'm going to do this, right? And so I got the oils and started benefiting from them straight away, right? And on this journey, like I got off all the medications in like by doing, following some teachers that were really there for me in that time and space to allow me to level up, right? So healing on the very physical level, because I wasn't able to fulfill my mission with all these toxicities within my body, right? Because they were bringing me down, man, right? So I used nature to heal, right? I used my body. My body told me what to do, right? And this is how. So I was aware of the sway test. I was aware of the pendulum, okay? And but I hadn't put two and two together. So I was using the essential oils. I got off all my medications. When I was getting really sick, I would use oregano and frankincense, right? And use that as an antibiotic. Like I started using past tense on my temples for my TMJ, so I didn't have to take the Panadine Extra and the codeine, like the Nurofen Plus, right? And the Panadine Extra. And then I found this little machine, right, that you could hold on to, and it would tell you what doTERRA essential oil to use. So I was paying a subscription for that every month, and then I couldn't afford it anymore. So I was just like, still paying it, couldn't afford it, still paying it, right? And then I'm like, hang on, why aren't I asking my body? Like, so then I started to really like focus in on this sway testing and using the pendulum, right? And asking my body like what oil it needed. So I stopped paying all that money that I was paying for this machine, and started asking my body, because we don't need things externally. We just tap in and we find out from our body what we need. It's that easy. I'm not going like, you know, I've always had enough money just to get by, just to pay the bills, right? And for what I need in that moment in time, right? Spirit gives me just exactly what I need and no more, right? It's like a freaking hell, spirit. But anyway, so we use everything, like we use everything. That's it, spirits operating through everything in our internal, our external, right? And what we need to do is heal, right? To be able to access that next little golden nugget of illumination for our ascension, for our growth, right? So I started asking my body, right? So divine, this is one thing that I like, whether or not beings have access to this portal, right? I've done this. You can still question your body, but our frequency determines how much truth we get. So right now in the realm of separation, in the realm of duality, operating from like that, right? It's very difficult to get a super, like to get, it's just, they're just showing me it's just limited, right? Anyone can connect to the, and get bodies answers from their body. Anyone, right? And that's one of the things that I've been, I've done a couple of videos on my TikTok, and it's gone up onto Facebook and everything like that, about connecting with your body, getting answers from your body, right? Connecting, that's what they're saying, like forming that body to spirit, right? Connecting body to spirit, right? Your body has all the answers for you, right? So, and please let me know in the comments, have you guys used sway testing? Have you used muscle testing? Have you used the pendulum? Like, let me know. Because this is the number one step that everyone needs to do. This is the number one step and the first way that everyone needs to operate. This is the number one tool that you are going to use for your ascension. Biofeedback, getting the answers from your body to see what you need to strengthen that connection with spirit. And then as you listen to your body and you heal, you deepen your connection with spirit, with truth, okay? So Tanya, she's experienced vast feelings of emptiness at this time. There is no emotions attached to it. And then you've had it before. Have I had this? I don't know. I not at like that, like you would, like right now, what I'm being reminded of was yesterday, right? But it wasn't emptiness, it was connectedness. So it was the opposite to what you're saying there. And that's what I was feeling yesterday. I was like a little kid. It was funny. So my son and I went out to the marina. You'll know where that is, Tanya. And just to have lunch and go for a little walk to explore, because there was places that I hadn't explored yet. And I'm like there was dragonflies everywhere, right? And so that was bringing up some memories in relation to a deceased family member. It was funny because I said to Declan, "Oh, it's a dragonfly. Shell's here," and then she's like, "I'm always here." And then like she, because she's got this real beautiful energy, and I laughed. And then Declan was saying something about dragonflies where he sees two connected at once, and then it was like all of a sudden we're just seeing all these double like dragonflies connected and stuff like that, and it was just really funny and cool. And I'm like, oh my god, look at this fish, look at that fish, and I was seeing fishes I'd never seen before, and like, yeah, it was just like craziness. So, and it was just like this connection and just this excitement, right? But I'm just trying to make it an answer in relation to that. But anyway, let's just wait and see. But this emptiness. Look, there's been a lot of times on this journey where I have not wanted to go on. And maybe emptiness isn't like, and that's probably why it's not coming up, but I'm going to bring it up. But it's this feeling of just so down, and why am I doing this? Like questioning, but obviously, like it's been the most miraculous time ever, right, in all existence. But on this journey, on these really down days, where the darkness has surfaced and I'm sitting in that frequency, it has made me feel just like I'm just seeing down, like depressed, like just depleted, like why I can't go on anymore. I can't go on. It's like like in a desert, and it's like you just like I can't go on anymore. But it's always in that the next day things start to improve. Like, yeah, those watching, have you experienced that? Yeah. But that's because we are these cyclistic beings, and we go on these 28-day cycles of the moon, right? And this is that whole electromagnetic thing in relation to, and this is the wave cycle that we go through. This is the lunar cycles is a clue out there in this reality of how we actually operate, right? And we go through these cycles where things are great and things aren't great, right? This is the light, the dark. This is the polarity. This is the purging process. This is, these things surfacing. So we need, like, it's all about getting the tools, right? To be able to know, right? Like being these spiritual scientists, knowing why these things are happening to us, letting our spirit, our body show us, take us, guide us, right? Everyone's experiences are going to be different, but the same. The same. Jeez. So divine spirits going to be like, I could go on and on about all these different things that have happened and ways in which spirit talks, but that's just spirit teaching you, okay? I definitely have had people say strange things to me in my awakening, in my activation. My dead best friend was talking to me through another person. Like, so it's like, yeah, I've had very strange things happen. But these are all clues for you to find and access that truth for yourself. We've had many synchronistic events and big things that happen where like that must mean something, but that's not up to anyone else to tell you why that happened. You have to find that information for yourself, and I'll help you find that, but you need access to the frequency to be able to do that, right? So this is us like using, let's say they're just saying body and spirit, right? And that mind, that mental part that they're saying initiate, and I'm seeing the word, it's not initiate, it's looks similar spelling. Some water. It's not innate. I don't know what word I'm seeing, like IN. Maybe it's just that the instruct, intention, initiate, like basically guide that energy. So that mind, right? Using the body, the mind, and the spirit. It's like, and on this journey, I'm still learning how I serve at the deepest level, right? At the deepest. So I'm still learning, right? But I'm here to share this information and guide people and give them access, plug them into the frequency so they can be able to use, like, I'm seeing mind, just minds to guide them home, right? And I'm shown the monad, so the circle with the dot, the monad, which is that mind. I'm just being shown mind, body, spirit. I'm shown mind, body, spirit. I'm shown the triangle, and they're saying that formation of consciousness, form consciousness. They're bringing that up again. That triangle, right? No, I'm getting a lot of lessons right now, so and it's like a lot, like it's very, it would take hours to unpack. But the circle, right? The triangle, the monad, the mind, the cycle, the wave, right? I'm here to tune you into that, okay? So you can flow, right? And work with creation, work with spirit, work with Christ consciousness to be able to answer all these questions for yourself, right? So so that's accessible through, I don't know, my links somewhere, right? My standstill. So Tanya's saying, yeah, so, okay, so. Actually, Tanya, that's funny you mentioned that. I like that way that you put it because I can relate to that. I didn't even look at that before. I felt that the other day. When was it? It was like the day before yesterday. Day before yesterday? It was like, yeah, I was like, it was like, maybe it's our collective thing. Is this recently? Like this was, I felt this 2 days ago. So not yesterday, the day before. And it was like, and it was after I had that dream and I was told about that when you, in the old, if you don't move into the newer, if you don't connect to this frequency, right, you know, you're wasting your chance in this incarnation, right, basically, because beings of okay, so they're bringing that up. So beings have incarnated on this planet, right, and they get the opportunity to move into this frequency of Christ consciousness, to connect to New Earth, right, to enter the portal to New Earth. And make that transition from old earth to new earth, right? So that's what I'm here to share, right? Beings the Patreon, the membership, whatever sort of membership I'm going to be offering, it's to connect people with that, right? So what the deeper lesson in relation to that dream was like, beings that don't move into this new frequency, they're still in that old earth, right? So when they pass away, right, they're going to actually reincarnate back to the old earth. So, and then I was shown like this like from now backwards and all the dark times, right? So beings that are not, they're like resistant, or they're just not meant to enter this new frequency, this new earth, this incarnation, right? They're going to reincarnate and they're going to be back in old earth. So they're going to be creating from now backwards, right? So then I was shown like dungeons, and I was shown like just this really medieval type dark, just darkness, like in a dungeon, right? I was shown the fiery pits of hell, like the dark ages came up, and what was the other thing, like gladiator type thing. Like imagine coming back, right? But you won't remember anyway. You won't remember that you missed the opportunity here right now in this moment, right? You won't. You'll just reincarnate and come back in old earth, right? And because this is all about frequency. Okay, so this is strictly about frequency, and this is very dark and depressing. I don't know why I'm just seeing the word depressed, like depleted. The physical realm of matter and denseness, right? And our frequency and weight, they're the words that are coming up. But basically, yeah, what I'm being shown is the monad, right? And that earth, right? Like the earth symbol, right? Anyway, I'm just here to share a very, very precious gift. And I don't want anyone to have to reincarnate in hell, right? And that's where a lot of people are heading, because they're waiting for something out there to happen for them. They're waiting for someone out there to save them. They're waiting for someone else to do the work for them, right? That has been done to a point, right, with this ascension path and what I bring you guys. Like a lot of the work's been done, right? And all you need to do is pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, use them to guide you, right, to unify, to return home to the source. Like it's that simple, right? We have the beings that chose to come here, right? We need to empower them with these tools, the new earth leaders, the new earth transformers, right? The star seeds, the indigos. We need all of those beings with their minds, their power that they already have mentally, that knowledge. We need to get them into this frequency so they can input all their amazing magical knowledge, right, to the source program, and begin this record of ascension of new earth, right? Building, transforming, transmuting, right? Transcending the old world matrix of limitation, the old world Antichrist program, right? This is the doorway, a gateway, right? So I'm a doorway, I'm a gateway, I'm a portal, right? So you can enter this and transform. So you can heal your symptoms, right? So you can release those emotions, those horrible feelings, right? So you can break down those mental barriers, those thoughts, those limiting beliefs, those cages, those things are keeping you in, right? We need to help, we need to get you to release them. That's how we're going to ascend. This is how we're going to transform the world. You aren't going to transform the world with any old world technique, any old world modality, right? You're always going to be fixed into that old world program, that system that siphons your light. So all your magic gone down the gurgler in the descending matrix, the Antichrist program, right? It's all a flow of energy. That's what this is. We are in this physical realm. It's very hard for us to get our minds around, very hard. But the simple fact is we have the ascension and the descension. Is that what it is? Ascension and the dissension. The Christ and the Antichrist. It's just a flow of energy. So how do we save ourselves? You walk through this portal and begin to heal the new way. The new way is easier than you can ever imagine, right? And then you use everything that all your experience from old earth, you use it in the frequency of unity, and you watch your life transform. And you watch your you watch your, sorry, I got distracted. I've got a dog and a, go on, do it live. So anyway, it's like duality, unity. Walk through this portal, connect, unify, access, tune into your truth. All right, so oh, that's awesome, Divine. Yeah. And if you have to go, come back and watch it, right? It does feel like we're being punished, but that's because of the darkness that's there waiting to be released, right? It makes it feel that way. It feels freaking horrible, right? I've had to work with so many different freaking beings, entities, all these different galactic, oh my God, like horrible traps, like all these. It's like I'm seeing the word entrapment, like it's like on this journey, like the darkness has illuminated itself to me. The light has illuminated the dark. The spirit has illuminated the dark. The light has illuminated the dark. That's what they're saying. And when that happens, I see the dark. I feel the dark. I'm saying I be the dark, right? So these negative like habits and things like, you know, anger, whatever is attached to that lesson, I enact that, or I feel that, or I just be that. You know what I mean? Like this is self-transformation. So we can't ascend. We can't, the gates to new earth are freaking locked, right? The way that I say it's like I see this like heaven, right? And there's so many gateways and like locked doorways. Like I'm just seeing like wooden, like old school wooden doors with locks on them, like kind of like real like castle, like medieval type locks. Anyway, there's a long way to go, right? And there's a very particular path. But number one thing that we need to do is get you in unity, right? Get you unplugging from that realm of separation so you can take your light back, right? And heal. Like, so just access, heal. Like this is to heal for ascension. So all these questions, these issues, these things that these conflicting, these thoughts, again, I'm just seeing that word solid. So standing in our light, like really that solidarity, is that the right, that's a word that I just keep getting, solidarity, right? Standing in the light. So we can be free from that realm of separation and that polarity, having no control, not knowing what these things mean in our reality and what we're meant to do with, you know, like why we're suffering them, like how do we be free? And they're showing me bars, right? Bars. They're showing me like jailhouse bars. They're showing me like holding onto bars, right? In this realm of separation, right? In this old world matrix system. That's what they're showing me. It's like, so I'm here to like open that so you can move and be free and not be a prisoner of these poles, they're saying, right? So, and then like, so this is all about the infinite, right? They're showing me the infinity. This is about the infinite. Okay, and you balancing, because again, remember how I said, like, you know, that past, that future, right? We need to be in the now, that access point of the infinite, that balance, right? Be balanced with the end, being in that now moment, being present, being right now, right? Not having those things that are confusing us in our reality, like, and being stuck in the future and stuck in the past, being stuck in the past, being depressed, being worrying about the future and being anxious, right? Fuck that. Let's stand strong, right? And then use all those things to heal, to release that, to ascend, right? To access our truth, to access the deeper and deeper truth as you, right? Yeah, so all these things and all these feelings, everything that we're feeling right now is purposeful. It is meant to be, right? And the only way to be free is to heal. Whoops. And access your truth. Labyrinth, I accidentally just pressed the freaking play button. Anyway, so that's the only way. Isn't that funny? Like I was listening to the soundtrack Labyrinth. So that, yeah, it was still up on Spotify. That was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. But this is what it's like. It's like a labyrinth, right? And just like that movie Labyrinth. Well, thanks Spirit for making this. Just like that movie Labyrinth with David Bowie, you know, she went on a journey of transformation, right? And self-growth, right? She was a spoilt little brat who only cared about herself, her, you know? And she was taken on this journey. And the darkness was her guiding force, right? Because she had to get that baby back, right? From the Goblin King, right? You know what I mean? Like there's so many little stories in that, but it's a mental journey, right? You know, and at the end of the day, the darkness is there to set you free. It's not bad. It's not evil, right? We just need to free ourselves from it. That's all. The old world and the realm of separation duality is Satan's trap, right? Smoke and mirrors, where, you know, I'm shown like a mirror house, where you go into this mirror house. It's like a labyrinth mirror house they're showing me, right? That's what the realm, the reality that you're fixed into right now, because you don't have the knowing and the instruction sets, you don't have the key operational features that you need, and you're not plugged into unity. That's what it's like. It's like a house of mirrors labyrinth, and it's hard. That's why Spirit, so hard. It's like that's why, right? So this is a journey, a long, difficult journey, but fixed into that realm, it's even worse, right? So we need to be able to use the darkness as a force to they're saying propel, to propel us, right? Every life form, every being on this planet is divine, is a God, source, creation, is Christ. But you need to access that. You need to earn that. And you will never be that or embody that if you don't do the work required. All right. So, you don't get to go home divine unless you do the work, right? You'll always be, they're just saying enslaved, right? And I'm not saying this to spike fear. I'm just saying this to share the truth. And the truth is extremely, extremely triggering. And part of my missions here is to trigger the hell out of people, because the things that I share, the knowledge I teach is all from Christ. It's all from God's source creation, you know. It's from the absolute. It's from truth. And most of the things beings have been programmed with through school, religion, spiritual, new age, everything, right? Everything that exists in the external. Oh, I've lost it. It's all there for a reason. Everything is like whatever you choose or don't choose, like it's just meant to be, right? So do not choose this path out of fear. Choose this path because you want to know your truth. You want to heal. Okay, I want to heal. I'm sick of spending money and going to therapy and doing this and doing that and getting other people to fix me. I'm going to do it myself, right? I'm going to tap in and do it myself. That's why I want to join this portal. That's why I want to access this frequency of unity, because I want to have more control. I want to make the unknown known. I want to know. I want to know myself. I want to know who I am. I want to know what my purpose is. I want to know what my mission is. I want to know how to make this incarnation matter right now, okay? Because beings that don't move into this new frequency that I am sharing, and I know it sounds absolutely crazy, right? I know, I'm very aware, right? There's so long that there's certain insights that I had that I was so petrified to share before, right? So beings that don't move through into this portal, into this new frequency, this unity, right? They're going to be forever fixed in this old world program. They're going to be trapped in hell, right? And you're not going to come back onto this planet to get this opportunity for a very long time, right? The chosen ones are working to totally dismantle that system, right? But it's in the realm of time. Who knows how long it will take? They haven't given me that insight, right? They haven't given me that insight. I don't know. All I know is you have a choice. You're seeing this for a reason. You're still here with me, like over an hour later, for a reason, because you want to know the truth. And the only way to tune into your truth is by healing and going within, connecting to this frequency of unity, to be able to use the light and the dark to light up and ascend, to begin that journey to your God self, to God, right? To God, let's just say to God, right? To God, source creation, the absolute. Figure out who you are in this puzzle, right? Piece the puzzles together. They're just showing me a jigsaw puzzle, right? And we have all these in our minds. Things are confusing, certain, you know, because we're so programmed to be operating in this external reality, like, and we're forgetting about the inner. This is what Christ is all about. This is what Christ is here to share, right? Christ, me, is here to share the way. It's not Jesus. Jesus isn't coming to save you, okay? He's saying, I am Jesus. Like, it's saying, I'm Jesus. Like, I'm Jesus, right? I'm Jesus, right? No, I'm you. I'm me. We're all one. Like, it's just like in the realm of separation, there's so much conflicting information. All these different religions say all these different things, right? But at the end of the day, it's Christ consciousness. It's the all one. It's that simple, right? And if you wish, I'm here to take you on a journey where you can begin to prepare for your ascension. And then when you can receive the tuning that you need to activate, to awaken, to yeah, they're saying DNA, right? This is about wiping the old program from these vessels to be able to contain the new program. And the only way you can contain the new program, the information, right, from Christ consciousness is the way I share. It's the only way. Is by releasing, is by healing to contain that information. It's like I'm just a guide, right? Just like Jesus was a guide. Other ascended masters are a guide, right? But the mistake people have made is people dedicating themselves to that one guide, right? When they've got their own guidance system, you know, it's like I'm just showing like your core, you shouldn't be fixed in one way, right? Because you're missing the whole cosmic picture, right? You're locked, you're fixed. That's the thing. Like I'm seeing like I'm seeing like a golden core, like your core, go like hopping, right? Oh, okay, so that's jumping timelines. Okay, I was wondering why I was seeing that. I was seeing like the God seed hopping timelines. Okay, so that's what it's all about. It's about jumping timelines, collapsing old realities, right? And you do that simply by healing the new way. And healing the new way is so fucking easy, right? I make it sound complicated because of all the information, but this information is coming through to connect with different, like people from all around this world in all different matrix traps, right? To give them the all one message for them, unique to them, the things that the seeds that they need to hear. So I'm planting seeds, basically. Seeds. Oh, okay, that's interesting. And probably Tanya. So yeah, so Tanya, she heals the new way, and maybe, and that's it. Like we need to detach. These things need to come up in our reality so we can input them, right? And use this frequency, the source frequency, to be able to release it. Like so things that used to trigger us and used to make it all these things like all these emotions and feelings and thoughts come up, like when we input these things and we heal on it the new way, we're healing to release attachments, cords, ties, all these different things that were a part of us. We're releasing those, right, with the source frequency. And those things will eventually not trigger us at all anymore. So we're like, hang on. And then you see how much you've fucking grown, right? It's so cool. Thank you for sharing that, Tanya. I know the feeling of just being, like this last couple of months, Spirit keeps saying, just be. Like, and then my mind starts wandering off, oh, but what about this? And what about this? What about the portal? What about the membership? You're telling me this is happening, but what about it? What about it? And they're like, just be. Like, be in the now, Nadine. And it's like, oh, all right. Okay. It's like, yeah. So it is very, it's very, and then I do what I'm told to do through Spirit, and I just be in the now. And it's like, and it's not that type of thing where it's like burying our head in the sand. No, because we are healing the new way. So we are constantly inputting the information that is coming through from Spirit in order to heal those things on autopilot. So now we have the freedom to just be in the now. And those persistent things that do come, or these triggers, then we just input them. And then we're healing those things on autopilot. So again, we can come back into that now moment, right? Because all those things, those triggers, those things that cause those thoughts, feelings, and emotions, right? They're there to bring us back to the now. So we use thoughts, feelings, emotions, those symptoms, those struggles, the darkness. We use the deception, the delusion. We use all that to free ourselves. And anyway, this is how you will get to know and tune in. This is all about you tuning into your truth, right? And this is you connecting deeper and deeper and deeper to spirit, right? I'm just saying the divine, I'm just saying a light body, your light body. This is all a part of reclaiming your light and embodying your rainbow body of light, right? Becoming it all, this divine, just luminescent being, right? It's a long road, but the more that access this information, the more that connect with the portal, the more that the seeds of this knowledge that gets out, that we plant. So please, I urge you guys to share this if you resonate, right? And if you have people and share this information. This isn't the old world of lack. I'm going to keep this spiritual information. I'm not sharing this with anyone because I'm just going to keep Nadine to myself because I'm going to benefit. Well, that's damning, right? That's damning because that's a part of the old world realm of separation, lack, scarcity. I'm going to keep this to myself, selfishness. Like, that's not what the new earth is all about. The new earth is about freedom. It's about love. It's about expansion. It's about consciousness, right? Christ consciousness. That's what this is about. So this information, like I'm getting out here, sharing this truth for free to empower you, to give you knowledge so you can know yourself, know why you came here, know your mission, know your purpose, know who you fucking are as a divine infinite being, right? So what I've been told, so this is, where do we get the frequency, what's it called? Right now, it can be accessed through my Patreon membership. But what I've been told is that I may be going off Patreon soon. So it may be a slightly different setup. But right now, you can access it right now through the Patreon. So the reason there is a price is because you get access to the frequency. And the way that you get access to the frequency is because you're actually connecting to me, to our collective, to this frequency of one. Okay. And I have had to move through, I have had to struggle, I have had to suffer, I have had to build this program from the ground up, right? Myself and my collective have been working our asses off. So there is a price because my frequency isn't free. The energy that I give you in form of like this portal is not free. Because what happens if I just say, oh yeah, connect to my portal, access the frequency, because I am the person that brings this, and because my collective is the anchors to this, right? You just suck the fucking life out of us, like, because you're not investing, right? So there's a lot of people right now who are fucking entitled, and they think, oh, spirit's free, this is free, rah, rah, rah. Oh my God, they're charging. You shouldn't charge for that, right? Right? Like, it's just this sense of entitlement, right? That beings think that they should just get everything that they want for free and not work for it. And spirit's like saying, fuck no, right? You need, if you want to grow, if you want anything in this realm, you need to pay for it, or energy exchange, right? It's all about energy exchange. So that's why there's a price, right? Because we have a very important mission, and we're not going to give this energy away for free and have people squander it. right? Because this is all about solidarity, right? And this is about working together as one, right? And this is all about a divine unfolding. This is like a rose that blooms, right? A flower that blooms, a growth, right? So the people that are meant to join us will join us at the level that they're ready to join us, right? They'll invest in themselves and they will receive, right? When things are free, it's just people don't respect it. They don't honor it. They don't use it to their advantage. They just waste it, basically, right? I remember in doTERRA, like they changed my life, and I wanted to share the healing power of nature because they fucking got me off all my medications and everything. And I started to like see things clearly, right? And I'd give samples, and because I was just giving them for people didn't, they're just like, yeah. And I'd say, did you use that oil? Did you try? Oh, nah. It's like, well, fuck, I just, like that cost me money. Like I was giving it to you to help you transform your life. But because I gave it to them free, they didn't respect it. They didn't honor it. They're just like, like when you get free samples and free stuff, it's just like, like I get free things all the time, like, in the mail and, like magnets and stuff like that. And it's like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they're saying. And the number one cosmic law is you need to invest in yourself. But basically, yeah, I'm not going to drain myself. But look, this is powerful wisdom that's coming through from the all one. This is from the frequency, right, that I'm in. And you can access this same information eventually, right? There's a way to get there. Whether you choose to invest in yourself, it's up to you. Your loss if you don't, right? But you're going to invest if it's meant to be for you, right? We're all here playing a role, and not everyone is moving into New Earth, right? Even the New Earth leaders that say they're New Earth leaders, if they're not walking through this portal, then technically not, and they're going to reincarnate back to the old world. And until that old world just freaking, yeah. The chosen ones and the beings that are actually tuned into this frequency, that are working for this frequency, through this frequency, right, are working to fix that. But it's not going to be a quick, in the linear time scale thing of things, it's in the thing of things, it's not going to be a quick fix. And beings that don't move into this portal, they're not going to get to come back and get this opportunity again. Until it's completely dismantled. Like, we have a very powerful, we need to pull down this inorganic structure completely, right? And that's why we need the New Earth leaders. That's why we need the New Earth transformers. That's why we need the people that study, all different types of religion, the emerald tablets, all those sorts of things. All those people that have really profound ascension mechanics type information. We need you guys, because we will be able to pull down this system. Because right now, as it stands, that's what's happening, right? You don't move into this frequency, like you're reincarnated to the old world. You're going to be stuck in hell on the Antichrist program, all right? No one's coming to save you, right? We're working to, but this is up to you ultimately. If you're seeing this, it's a very difficult thing to share with people, and it's like, but I'm doing this because I'm operating from this frequency now, where it's like, well, this is your choice. This is the truth. You can move into the portal I've created for you, invest in yourself, and begin to start doing the inner work that you need to do. It can't be accessed any other way, right? Any other way. Just can't. So it's a very difficult thing for me to say to people, right? but I'm saying it now because I've released that fear that I did have, right? You know, for so long that they were saying, like Spirit was saying, it's your way or the highway, right? Like my way or the highway. It's my way or the highway, guys. My way or the highway. Like, and that's one of the lessons that was coming through. And it's like, well, and I didn't, I just didn't want to, yeah, I was just not at a point where I was, because I wasn't in that frequency yet, where I just saw the grand plan, right? Now I see the grand plan. I know the grand plan. I'm a speaker for the grand plan, the divine plan. I'm here to lead in the Great Awakening and find all those star seeds, healers, light workers, shadow workers, freaking those that have been waiting for Jesus to fucking come and save them. Well, I'm your gal, all right? Come and join us. Like, doesn't matter who you are, what you're fixed in. There is no judgment because everything that you are is perfect and it's what we need, okay? So when I say things that conflict with your way of thinking and your programming, right, just know I'm doing it from the place that just wants you home, okay? I just want you to come home, okay? I want you to be in this frequency and I want you to be one, okay? I'm just sick of seeing all the lies and the deceit, right? You know, all these people who are worshipping God, this God, that God, whatever God, like freaking Jesus, like this angel, that angel, whatever. You're just doing things all wrong. Like, I want to share with you the truth and give you the tools to tune into truth so you can navigate on your own, right? And there's so much fear. Oh my God, God might send me to hell. You're going to hell if you don't come with me, okay? Simple as that. Like, simple as that. But there is no fear. What will be, because at the end of the day, we're all one anyway. We're just here in this physical realm. Like, I just want you consciously right now to be, you know what I mean? It's like all about consciousness and consciously where you are right now in the now, right? And I just want you to have the love that you deserve, right? Yeah, I'm just seeing the word one. Like, we are all one. We're just at all consciously at different, very different levels of consciousness, right? And that mirrors, our reality mirrors to where we are consciously. So looking at it as reality right now, it's fucked, right? So right now I see that everything just is. We need to just be, right? But we just need to know how to operate. Like, I know how to do that now. You know, those in my collective know how to do that now. They're free, right? Because they're freeing themselves, right? Because they have access to this frequency of Christ consciousness, source, to be able to do that, to be able to navigate, to be able to go home. Okay? Yes, it's very hard. I don't know how much more clearer to get. But, you know, you will see from me as we are consciously, as the collective is consciously expanding, as these seeds, these illuminations get out more, right? And we expand and we push, and I push the boundaries on your mind, right? And we expand consciously to have this powerful information we've been missing for so long, right? So as I share this wisdom and you guys share this wisdom, feel free to share it with anyone, right? If you feel guided, right? As we get these seeds of wisdom out, this is how we help free humanity, right? And those that actually take the dive, the leap of faith, and connect in with the portal and begin healing the new way, again, they're assisting, right? It's all about this strength, this frequency, right, on earth. So if you're a chosen one, a starseed, an indigo, you know you came here for big things, you know you came here to transform the world and all that sort of jazz. You incarnated to receive this, to move through this portal, to be able to operate through unity, right? To be able to anchor divine light, right? And the reason you're anchoring this divine light is because you're becoming more divine, right? This is how God, source, creation gets a foothold in this physical realm on this earth, right? Because we have that dark inorganic overlay, right? That I've been working on for very long, like quite some time now, flushing the lines, right? So it's all about those beings lighting up, right? And everything that I've been doing, when you join this portal, you'll be doing it too, right? Without all the, it's not confusing, because all you need to do is heal. All you need to do is, like I said, use your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Use your symptoms, your struggles. It's just all about healing yourself through this frequency. And we are all working our different angles, right? I've got my angle in which I work, but because it's inputted and we're all working as one, like we're all working on it. Whatever you input, the information you put into our program, right? This network, right? Whatever information you put into that, we're all healing on that too, right? So we're all helping each other. We're all healing for one another, right? This is divine protection. This is the most high protection, right? This is fulfilling your divine mission, right? And you just do it by healing. Healing, that's it, right? Sounds fucking crazy, but if you get to heal yourself, if you get to heal symptoms and stuff like that and gain more control, hey, why not, right? If you can start to understand yourself and why you're suffering, so why there's so many conflicts, and why they, like, you know, this is you, the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? A rebirth. This is the actual magic of creation, right? Oh, definitely divine. I'll put the link in my bio. Yeah, so oh my god, I need to pee. I'm gonna get off soon anyway. So currently, like, the idea is, like, because like I said before, like at the moment it's Patreon, but I am planning to go off that, right? And have a few different levels of ways in which I support, right? And so right now, like, this is kind of like I'm getting used to and getting ready for that. Right? That's it. And so because people are more ready, because before this would be a lot of there's some information coming through that we've had come through. Well, actually, I don't know, guys, this is totally different information to our live streams, isn't it? Like our secret streams. We have a lot about creational mechanics and stuff like that in our secret streams, right? But Source is saying that I'm sort of getting ready to share that information for free on my socials. So very soon it's just going to be like the frequency, right? So beings invest and they access the frequency and they get a free online course, right? And I just, instead of secret streams, these streams are live, public, right? Which is exciting, which is going to make me look like even a bigger looper to the people that used to know me, right? I'm sure some of my people from school and they watch me and they're like, who the fuck is this? Like, who is it? Like, I have changed so much. I'm a completely different person, right? And for all of my life, I had no worth, right? People didn't understand me and my way of thinking. I was the black sheep. People rolled their eyes at me, and to fit in, I used to, like, when I was younger, like, I'd go out and drink and, do all the naughty things, right? Because I was a very reserved person otherwise, like and it took me a long time to warm up to people, and I know that's why, like, I know why that is now. You know, I was just very energetically sensitive, and I didn't have the energetic protection to protect myself, so it made me suffer a lot of emotional shit, a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attacks, because I didn't have the energetic protection. And when I would meet certain people, like, I'd vibe with certain people, other people I'd just like get emotionally fucked, right? And I didn't know why. It was like a trigger, and someone could come up to me, and then all of a sudden I would just go into this, I would just change, right? And I would suffer all these emotions and everything all at once, like panic attacks, and like, you know, but it was like actually me picking up their energy, and I was embodying that. I was becoming that. I just switched, and it's like, because I didn't have the energetic protection. So that's the number one thing I want to give beings. That's why I'm like, join this portal, heal, right? Protect yourself. Yeah, I used to suffer so much. And, you know, especially, you know, when I was younger at school and young adulthood, like I used to drink a lot and stuff like that and go out and party, because otherwise, like, I couldn't go out and not drink, because I'd just sit there and be shy and I wouldn't talk to anyone. And I'd be anxious. I'd be a fucking, like, I'd just have in my head, it was just a horrible, I was like trapped in this hell, right? Because I didn't have that energetic protection. So what did I do? I numbed myself with alcohol, right? And then those demons, those entities, that they surfaced and gave me that confidence. It's like, yeah, right? So there's so many things that we do and behaviors that we have, habits, things that we suffer with, that we can heal ourselves, right? But this is all a part of you getting to know your truth. So how to tune into your truth? Learn how to connect with your body's wisdom. So sway testing, okay? So you can get answers from your body. I'm getting this. You can get answers from your body, right? Your body will tell you yes or no, right? So standing up, hip width apart, ask, what is yes? Your body will move forward. What is no? Your body will move back, right? So whatever platform you're watching on, try that. Let me know what happens. Again, this is all about connection and sharing our experiences, sharing our truth to inspire and help others, okay? Work out the kinks. Like, we're working out the kinks. Like, I'm just seeing like an old machine, like an old rusty machine getting some oil, and it's starting to, like, that's how I feel collectively. This is what me sharing this truth, this really out there live, is all about. So we need to really collectively start working together as a fine oiled machine. And it doesn't matter if you're not ready to take the leap and join the portal yet. You can still be a part of this, okay? If you're like, I don't have money, and you don't have money and you just can't, there's a reason why, okay? And that will be illuminated to you if you start to know your truth. You start to begin to connect and start that conversation with your body. Okay, I did this without these tools. I started muscle testing, sway testing. I started using the pendulum, and then eventually I started using muscle testing techniques. Declan, turn that down, please. So I had this, like, it's got this like TikTok noise, and it's like banging in my head. Sorry, I'm a cranky bugger sometimes. My poor kids. So getting to know your truth, right? So right now, I use, I will ask questions, and I don't even sway, but I know what way is yes and what way is no. I feel it, right, in the front and the back of my head. All right. I use muscle testing. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, right? Love, hate, right? That's my favorite one, because I can do that while I'm driving as well. And if I don't trust the hand ones, I always go to this one because this one never lies. And you guys this is going to be interesting. So please share your results. And I am going to be really sharing this sway test, this divination, this truth more. Again, we don't want to use things really external to us. Like I don't use the pendulum at all because your body is a pendulum. And that's why we use the sway test. Okay. If you're having issues with the sway test, again, standing up, hip width apart, ask what is yes, your body will move forward. Ask what is no, your body will move back. Okay. If you're having issues with that, have a drink of water and then try again. Okay. What is love? Your body should move forward. What is hate? Your body should move back. Okay. And let me know if you have any issues. If you're going the opposite way, let me know, right? There's an energetic blockage if you're going the opposite way, right? You know, so, and this is that's just one way that you can use your truth, but we are an instrument of the divine, right? And we need to fine tune this instrument, right? And we need to get as much clarity as possible. And the way that we do that is through healing, right? Healing the new way. Because the deception that I was under when when I think back, like there was so many things that distorted the answers that I would get, right? So set an intention as well. Like if you're having issues, set an intention. And if anyone has any ideas for some good intention setting, Jesus's name is not a good name to heal for. It's very limiting. You know, demons and stuff like that don't give a fuck about Jesus. Like they're like, right? So you want to use the most powerful words that you can, like God, source, the same. Christ, right? I'm just trying to see if there's a particular order they want me. I'm using this. I'm seeing if there's a particular order that they want me to use it. So there's a lot of people who do things in Jesus's name, and it's very weak, right? It's not that powerful because there's a lot of programming in the matrix in relation to Jesus. There's a lot of Jesus programming, a lot of false information in relation to him. So it's not. So we don't want to use Jesus. I learned that a very, very, very long time ago when I was trying to clear entities, just entities, like not even demons, like entities. I was trying to clear them and, yeah, in Jesus's name. So I had to change it. So God, source, creator is what I used. I was just trying to remember what I used. God, source, creator. Yeah, God, source, creator. Those that are in my collective, play around with those too. And like, we're spiritual scientists, so we always like use our biofeedback and our truth to test things, right? Because this is how we learn, not just taking Nadine's word for it. But the Jesus's name thing, yeah, it's not as powerful. God, source, creator. But I'm still discovering, and this is it, I'm still discovering ways that I can serve you guys on the deepest possible level, whether or not whether you're in the old world or the new world. Like I need to know how to serve every life form on this planet so they get what they need. So yeah, it's a very big job. But these words, these truths are really so you can access the highest frequency possible for you, regardless. So healers, light workers, people that do old world modalities and techniques, you know, when you move into this portal, start questioning, start, because this is how you tune into your truth, your mission, your purpose, and you use all the experience that you had in the old world and with this new frequency, and yeah, watch your life transform. And see what is actually possible, right? Because in the old world, it's super limiting. I'll share this. So why doesn't everyone feel what I feel or see what I see? It's just because we all have different distortions, frequencies contained within us that keeps us separate. Creation is a mind matrix. Like there's the inorganic matrix, and there's the organic, the universal, you know, like it's just like this cosmic matrix, this creatrix. The creatrix was a lesson that I had quite some time ago, and then it reemerged, I think at the end of last month. Because when I finally moved into this frequency and I was one with source, like had the lessons, and I embodied the Mother, the Father, and the Christ. That lesson in relation to the creatrix came up, and I was like, fuck, it's still a matrix. So that is how source experiences itself, through all these different ways, because we are all one, but it's this creatrix at the end of the day, right? And this is why we are all in this separation. So as we heal, as we ascend, we become more and more, right? It's a cosmic journey. Like it's just like the separation, like, and what causes separation is mind-boggling. And that's what I've spent the last 4 years receiving the source code and all the different things that exist, all the different matrix programs, all the different frequencies, you know, alien stuff, galactic stuff, demons, archons, webs, tethers, ties, you know, like all these different interferences, resistances, like emotions, everything. Like, yeah, so that's why, because there's just so much, it's infinite, right? And this is the creatrix, I'm told. This is why. That's what this is how and why. Like, this is creation, the creatrix, the matrix, the creatrix. This it's like the mind matrix, right? That's how this separation. So separation isn't bad. It allows us to have an experience and to experience things in all different ways, right? To pass away and come back and do it again as something else and not even remember who we are and where we've been and what we've done, right? This experience. It's all about the experience. But we've been experiencing life in this realm, right? Through separation, having our light taken to create the dark, right? But now we get to experience life. We get to have this experience as creators, right? Just like this freaking amazing video game. Or it's like, you know, you're playing that game. Like, you know, you're the consciousness behind that avatar on the fucking game, right? Now it's the same thing. It's like, it's just allowing spirit to have more and more, your spirit to have more and more. They're just saying say, right? More control, right? Yeah, and that's it. Everyone is this, like, has this within them, right? Because their vessel is not purified. Within them is housing so many demons, right? And don't fear them, because the first creation, Sophia, like before, it was like all one. So we go to that Gnosticism lesson, that story, right? That code, right? She had a thought to create. Like, it was just consciousness. It was just mind. It was just perfection. Sophia had a thought to create. So she created this Yaldabaoth, or whatever the hell, the demiurge, this archon, right? Who created other archons, who created demons. And this is what created the realm of matter. Okay, no fear. It's just creation, right? We're rewinding. We're going back to we're releasing all that shit of matter, the darkness, right? Purifying our vessel, right? Becoming the divine feminine, right? Becoming, embodying Sophia, right? Embodying Christos. We're rewinding. We're going back to truth. We're going back to the original template. Yeah, I'm just saying original and template. So there's a way. There is so much knowledge that I have to share. So get used to these lives, these long ass lives, and please share this information so we can illuminate others and raise the frequency of this planet, so we can do what we've come to do faster, right? So we can bring abundance to this planet, right? Because we need to unify to be able to heal, to embody spirit, to embody source, right? So we can have more control and transform this planet the way we see fit, through love, through unity, right? Everyone has this shit, right? And everyone is operating for themselves because they're trapped in this realm of separation. That's not the truth of who they are. That's not the truth of who you are, right? That's just an imbalanced mind. That's the ego, fear. It's just everything out of whack, right? You are divine. Like, you, literally, you are divine, but you are divine. You know what I mean? Like, I need to share with you how to get that back, right? And beings get what they need when they need it, right? Right now, there's the portal where you can access that. Right now, that's the only way that I can serve, and by doing this right now. But very soon, in the next couple of months, I'm going to be able to do my healing sessions again. And I miss doing healing sessions. I haven't done healing sessions in freaking years, right? I look forward to doing that, right? I look forward to doing like collective healing, where we go and we explore the source code and we see what comes up, and we learn about all these different aspects, archons, webs. I don't know what they're going to bring up for those lessons, yeah, so there's just so many. I'm so excited, but I can't just do those things now, because frequency wise, I'm not ready. Collectively wise, we're not ready. This is like a flower, and this is all about patience, and I need to be freaking patient. And I'm like a bull at a gate sometimes, but when I look back and I see everything's happened exactly how it's meant to happen, and I see why that had to happen that way, and I know why, so these live, like I said, live streams like this, something that I would do in secret, just with my members. So, and now I'm just putting it all out there. It's a bit scary. Okay, see you, Tanya. So anyway, I'm going to get going. We've been on here for over 2 hours. So much information has come through. But the original might get on. Somewhere was having a live stream issue. Yeah, so I want to connect you with your truth. So play around with that sway test, and again, these are handy, but we want to use our body as an instrument, okay? This is something external to us. It can be tampered with by the dark, okay? And Source really wants you, your God self, Source, your absolute self, wants you to do this with your body alone, right? If you can't stand, if you have issues standing, sit down in the seat, right? Put your feet on the ground and ask the question and see what way your body goes, okay? Or see what feeling, if you get a feeling in the front of your head, that means yes. If you get a feeling in the back of your head, or if you feel like you're getting pushed back, it's a no, okay? If you have any questions, comments, or things, you know, leave it in the comments, right? But I really want to know if you try this sway test and how you go, okay? Okay, so I'm just putting my link right now to my stand store in the comments, so you guys can check that out and join the membership, access this frequency if you feel drawn to. If not, please do help by sharing this wisdom. Well, you know, if share, that's it. They're saying out of love. Like if you feel, if this has benefited you in any way, if you feel this will benefit others, if you really want to help get this word out and expand and assist us in raising consciousness here on this planet, please do share this. Oh, no worries, Divine. Well, what was your name? I like to have people's names, so I just know who I'm connecting with. But I do love Divine. I do love Divine. Yep. Okay, we're all done here. Mwah. Love you guys. See you soon.